So here we have this binary string which reads 0101101000101, and we scan it and stop at the first bit because we realize this is the first time we've come across this digit 0. So anytime you come across something that you've yet to see or it's not in your code book, that's when you add it to your code book under content. So we add that under content. So after scanning 0, we can move on, and there's a 1 after 0, and 1 isn't a part of our code book, so we can also add that under content. Now after 1, we're still scanning, we have a 0. 0 is already in our code book, so we move to the right again, except this time we're still including 0, so now it's 0, 1. We add that to our code book because we haven't come across 0, 1 yet. Now after 0, 1, we have 1 that's already in our code book, so we can move to the right again. Now we have 1, 0. 1, 0 is not in our code book, we'll add that. Now we just keep continuing this process until we have finished scanning the message. So as you can see, I have all my content filled out. The message is completely scanned, so we can move to the dictionary location. The dictionary location, if you scan the message in order, the dictionary location is going to be in numerical order. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, except we're going to be using binary, so we'll just convert those to binary. Now we have to work with getting our code word, so here's how it goes. You take the least significant bit of your content and put it to the far right of the code word, leaving space for more. The least significant bit, if you don't know, is always the bit that is farthest to the right of, a number that you have. Now, we take the prefix of our content to get a location that we can put in front of our code word. But in this case, 0 doesn't have a prefix, so whenever a number doesn't have a prefix, it's automatically just zeros. So I'm going to add 3 zeros in front of that 0 that I have. So same goes for my next one, which is 1, also no prefixes. So it also gets 3 zeros, and don't forget, the least significant bit is also 1. Now moving on to 0, 1, we're going to take the least significant bit, and for once, this is actually a 2-bit number, so the least significant bit again is farthest to the right. So that would be 1. Slide it over under code word. Now you take the prefix, and now it's going to start making a little bit more sense. So the prefix here is 0. Look up at 0 under content and look to its location, and its location is 001. So you're going to add that 001 under code word by the 1 that you just slid over there. So same process goes for the next one, which is 10. Same process. Just work that out. So for the other numbers, I couldn't really do that because there was no prefix, and the zeros is actually just not on the code book, but it's pretty much saying that the dictionary location is 000. It's just kind of think of it like non-existent. Now the next one is 3 bits, but it's actually still the same process. You take the least significant bit, 0, slide that over, and then you have in front of it a 10. So you just look up right above it, you see 10. Look at its dictionary location, that's 100. You add 100 in front of that 0, and there you go. Same goes for the next one, just same process. Now that I have all these code words, this is pretty much the compressed version of my earlier message on top. So I'm just gonna put these out in order, and they're gonna be sent to like the other computer or the other user. I'm now gonna show you how to decode this message. So you have all the code words, and they're in order. So I'm just gonna write those out under code word, all in order. And also the location is also going to be the same because, like I said, it goes in numerical order, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, except in binary. Now to get the info bits, that's pretty much the original part of the message. So the first two are the easiest because, as you can see, there's 3 zeros in front of them, meaning there was never a prefix in front of them. So you could just take that last bit, the least significant bit, and put it under info bit, so 0 and then 1. Now for this next one, 0 0 1 1, like before, you take the least significant bits and put it to the far right under info bit. Now look at your code word 0 0 1 1, but we already dealt with that least significant bit, so now we're just looking at the 0 0 1. Look in your location and see where you find 0 0 1. So 0 0 1 is correlating with 0. So a 0 is going to go in front of the 1. It's the same process for the next 3. You just slide the least significant bits over. And so for 0 1 0 0, we're just going to look at the 0 1 0 and look in our location. 0 1 0, that's 1. You can add a 1 in front of it. So now you have 1 0. I'm just going to quickly do the next 2. Now that you have all your info bits, you just lay them out in order, and you'll notice that this message is the same as your original message, and that's how you know that you encoded and decoded it correctly.